Yo, what is up, guys? SKFC back with another video. Today, I'm going to be talking about the Chelsea Bournemouth game that literally just finished right now. And, it was a really, really interesting watch. I was going to give my thoughts on it. It was going to be completely like unscripted, just off the cuff. Man, that was a game of high tension. There's so many different types of football matches that you can watch, right? You can watch the games where one team just dominates the other. You can watch the games where it's like a basketball match where it's just both teams defending poorly. You can watch those games where it's really cagey because both teams are not letting up any chances. You can watch those games where, it's just silky passing. And then you have games like today where it's just high tension. Both teams aren't giving an inch. And you can tell that whoever breaks first is just going to lose the game straight up. Um, my thoughts on this game, I think like anywhere we got to start, and we got to start with the one, the only Robert Sanchez. This guy was impeccable today. He was just saving everything. Shot blocking, saved a penalty. If I were to be critical of his performance today, I'd say probably the only thing he should still be working on is his distribution. He was given a lot of wayward passes, a lot of just what's it called? High, lob passes like without any like direction or anything like that. But outside of that, in terms of actually being a goalkeeper, he was amazing today. I don't really think he put a foot wrong. I know he gave away the penalty, but I wouldn't really blame him for that. I would put that more so on Fofana because I think he low key set him up. No, not low key. He high key set him up for that pass. But it is what it is. He saved it, so it's whatever. Diossi, terrible today. Awful game today. He was so poor on the ball. You could tell that he was playing as if he's never played with these dudes before. He was doing a lot of what I like to call had a lot of brain fart moments. Wasn't fully engaged, was playing scared, misplaced some easy passes, some bad communication moments with Fofana. And yeah, overall, I'm surprised he even made it past halftime, to be honest. But it is what it is. Madueke, thought he was okay today. I don't think he really did much. He was kind of passive. I don't really blame him as much because he was really isolated. I know he likes to take his wingers one on one, but Bournemouth was playing extra physical today, and it seemed like the referee was just letting them get away with a lot. So his game probably suffered the most from that. Neto, again, anonymous. Like I don't like Neto is a good player, but I just don't understand why he seems like he can't really do much in these games. But I don't know. I don't know what is up with that, but it's just one of those things where it's like you don't really see like you will go like a good 20-25 minutes and you will forget that Neto was there. So, and I don't know if it's a system issue where they're just not getting the ball to his side, or if it's him not demanding enough of the ball. I don't know what it is. I would have to probably go with him because when Sancho came on, he was like a game changer. He was easily the best player of the second half. So I don't know what it is. I don't know why he's struggling to really nail down uh, a spot there. So like he definitely needs to work on that. And on top of that, I just thought that, physically he was getting bullied a lot, but it is what it is. Vega, I thought he was fine. He definitely grew into the game as the game continued. He worked as a good outlet, had some pretty bad passing moments, I'm not gonna lie. But overall I thought he was good, defensively. Um, he did have that one really like decent long shot that wasn't going to go in, but hey, he did what he needed to do. It was a good professional performance, although I don't think he should be playing midfielder long term. Cole, I thought was really good today. He was really good on the ball. Had a lot of clutch defensive moments. A lot of his passing was what was needed, to kind of keep Chelsea ticking. Cucurella I thought was a bit anonymous at times. He played a lot of inverting into the midfield. And he played a lot of what I like to call the connector pass, where if most of the squad was too much on one side, he would be kind of the outlet to get the ball to the wing on the other side. So that was a lot of his role, in the build up. But overall, I thought he was okay. Like, I don't think there was anything that really stood out about his performance in a good or bad way. But yeah, he was fine. Who else? Palmer, I thought he was kind of anonymous today. Like, he definitely had to do a lot of dropping because, especially like the first 30 minutes, Chelsea were really, really struggling to do it properly, have any type of sustained build up that could actually lead somewhere. And like initially, Chelsea were really only making chances when Fofana had to, leap forward to do that. But, as the game grew, and I think specifically in that second half is when, Chelsea had a lot more of a positive performance. Like, if you look at the stats, if you look at the XG by halves, yeah, Chelsea only less than 0.2 XG in the first half. So only 5 shots. So you can tell that they were struggling a lot to create like actual good chances. I mean, second half wasn't that much better, but the chances you can see here were clearly of higher quality, including the Nkunku goal. So I think it's just one of those games, right? Like, you're not gonna play well every single game. It's a long season, so I'm not gonna make too many value judgments unless I see a trend. Jackson, I thought, was poor today. A lot of weird decision making, a lot of bad touches. I do think he probably should have came off earlier, but it all worked out in the end, so it is what it is. Speaking of the subs, I think the subs really, really changed the game a lot. Specifically Nkunku, Tosin, and Jadon. When Tosin came on, what had happened is that Fofana was then moved to right back, so that was a good call by Enzo. And Tosin was a lot better, when it came to making good passes, making, I won't say line breaking passes, but breaking their press. And that played into the hands of, I would say, Palmer and Caicedo and Vega a lot to kind of help increase Chelsea's ability to gain territory. Jadon Sancho, I thought, was easily the best attacking player and probably just the best player overall, to be honest, in the second half. He did a really, really good job of baiting a lot of the Bournemouth defenders by attracting. He would attract like 1, 2, 3 players, and he just has really, really good, in-game intelligence to do that and wait for runners to come so he could spread his passes around. And he did a really good job of doing that. And that was also what led to the Nkunku goal. Nkunku, I thought he was fine. I'll be honest, I think the main thing that he did well was the goal that he scored, which he took really, really well, to be fair to him. And it was definitely not easy because he had to turn 2 Bournemouth defenders, bully his way past one of them, and get the shot off as the goalie was rushing out. So for him to do all of that was, genuinely insane. Really, really good performance. Really, really good goal by Nkunku in that sense. I mean, overall, I'm not. There's not really much I want to make of this performance because there's so many players that were out. Enzo was out. Lavia is still out. Gusto and what's his face? Reece James are out. So there's not really much I can say. At least for today's game, but it was a really good win, a really good performance. If you let me know what you guys think about the video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to have a good day.